At precisely 9:01 a.m., Carl was issued a verbal warning for using the color printer. Not because he wasn't authorized, he was the team lead after all, but because he had printed a single-page client brief without submitting a formal printer request form. A new policy, implemented by the newly minted facilities manager Karen in her first week. Karen was a stickler. The form had to be printed on the black and white printer naturally, filled out in triplicate, and submitted to her inbox, paper inbox, not email, at least 24 hours prior to any color printing. Emergencies were to be anticipated in advance. Her words. Carl, despite being a grown man with a mortgage and 3 direct reports, was now subject to a system more complex than applying for a visa. He tried reasoning. He tried explaining. He even tried ignoring it once. That got him a written warning. So Carl complied. He complied with the precision of a petty god. The next Monday, when marketing requested 30 color copies of a pitch deck ASAP, Carl handed them a black and white copy of the printer request form. "I'll need this filled out and returned," he said, along with 2 additional signed copies. "Karen needs 24 hours notice." They laughed. He didn't. By Tuesday, panic bloomed like a 4-color bar graph. The creative director stomped down to Carl's cubicle, demanding the prints. "Printer request form," Carl said, offering the sacred trifold document with bureaucratic solemnity. "Rules are rules." By Wednesday, Carl had taken it further. He set up a small kiosk by the printer with extra forms, pens, and a decorative sign. "Welcome to Color Print Services. By appointment only." Office-wide tension simmered. Productivity wobbled. Karen, meanwhile, beamed at the procedural purity of it all. Then came Thursday. The VP of Sales, needing last-minute full-color proposals for a $1 million client pitch, stormed into the print room only to find Carl, tea in hand, compliance folder open, declining access. "Sir," Carl said, calmly gesturing to the empty inbox tray. "No printer request form, no color prints." An emergency meeting was called. Karen insisted on adherence. Carl nodded solemnly. So the VP complied. He submitted the proper forms, dozens of them, for next Tuesday. By Friday, the office had fully absorbed the gospel of the form. Color printing ground to a halt. People whispered. Desperate interns offered bribes. Someone made a counterfeit printer request form and was promptly reported. By Carl. The following Monday, Karen was reassigned to a satellite office 2 states over. The printer request policy was quietly rescinded. No announcement, no ceremony. Just a quiet removal from the company wiki. Carl received no formal commendation, no bonus, no trophy, but he did print the word victory in full color, 48-point Comic Sans, and taped it to the printer. No one objected.